Moses fell on his face and prayed and said, O Lord my God, do not forsake your people for your inheritance, so that they should wander in error of their hearts. Do not deliver them into the hand of their enemies, the Gentiles, lest they should rule over them and cause them to sin against you. Let thy mercy, O Lord, be lifted up upon your people, and create in them an upright spirit, and let not the spirit of Balaam rule over them, to accuse them before you, and to ensnare them from amongst the paths of righteousness, so that they may perish before your face. They are your people and your inheritance, which you have delivered with your great power from the hands of the Egyptians. Create in them a clean heart and a holy spirit, and let them not be ensnared in their sins from henceforth till eternity. So please note, God is letting Moses know, hey, they're going to go astray, and they're going to do some of the most grotesque things in front of me. They're going to worship idols. They're going to get so bad that they're going to get to the point where they sacrifice their children. And Moses is just pleading with God, please create in them a clean heart, renew within them an upright spirit. He's quoting Psalm, or he's not quoting a Psalm, but that is from a Psalm, if you know the Psalms. And the Lord said to Moses, I know their contrariness and their thoughts and their stiff-neckedness, and they will not be obedient till they confess their own sin and the sin of their fathers. And after this they will turn to me in uprightness and with all their heart and with all their soul, and I shall circumcise the foreskin of their heart and the foreskin of their heart and their seed. What's being predicted here is kind of like, I believe, like the Messianic kingdom, right? Because that's the kind of language that's used for Christians. It's not a circumcision of the flesh anymore. It's a circumcision of the heart. And I shall create in them a holy spirit, and I shall cleanse them, so that they shall not turn away from me that day unto eternity. And their souls will cleave to me in all my commandments, and they will fulfill my commandment, and I shall be their father, and they will be my children. And they will all be called children of the living God, and every angel and every spirit will know, yea, they will know that they are my children, and that I am their father in uprightness and righteousness, and that I love them. And do you write down for yourself all these words which I have declared unto you on this mountain, the first and the last, which shall come to pass in the divisions of the days, in the law and the testimony, and in the weeks of the Jubilees, unto eternity, until I descend and dwell with them throughout eternity. And he said to the angel of the presence, write for Moses from the beginning of creation till my sanctuary has been built among them for all eternity. And the Lord will appear to the eyes of all, and all will know that I am the God of Israel, the Father of all the children of Jacob, the King of Mount Zion for all eternity. And Zion and Jerusalem will be holy. And the angel of the presence who went before the camp of Israel took the tables of the divisions of the years from the time of creation, of the law, and the testimony of weeks of Jubilees, according to all the numbers of Jubilees, according to the individual years, from the day of the new creation, when the heavens and the earth shall be renewed, and all their creation according to their powers of the heaven, and according to all the creation of the earth, until the sanctuary of the Lord shall be made in Jerusalem on Mount Zion, and all the luminaries be renewed for healing, and for peace, and for blessing for all the elect of Israel, and that thus it may be from that day until all the days of the earth.